Well, a very good morning, everybody, for Monday, the 10th of May. Well, the Atlantic is firmly in charge at the moment. Low pressure out towards Ireland, swirling around, bringing us lots of fronts, lots of instability. There's already some cumulus very early this morning, and it has already become a bit wet. This unstable picture remains with us at least for a few days yet. Sort of trough maybe on Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, you can sort of see, might get a ridge of higher pressure a bit later in the week. We'll keep an eye, but yes, it's firmly in the charge of the Atlantic currently. This is the sort of more in detail chart. It doesn't particularly show too much in the way of actually what's going on frontally, because there's not really too much frontal activity today. It's all being driven by the strong winds and instability and showers coming off the channel. Good visibility away from the showers. Freezing levels gone back up again. It was actually positively a little bit warm yesterday. Well, as warm as it could be in comparison to recent weeks. But the winds, as I say, southwesterly and at best 35 knots at flying heights. On the ground can be very gusty, especially around these showers. The satellite picture, you can sort of see all of these showers sort of being driven up. Notice that they don't really sort of extend much off land, that they're completely being driven inland. And yeah, there are a number. I believe there's one probably very close to the effort at the moment. Public forecast is showing showers this morning, maybe brighter this afternoon, but I draw your attention to the gust figures here. A good way to really tell if Lasham's reaching its operational limit, once we get past sort of 20 miles an hour, 21, normally the gust figure is in excess of about 35. When that happens, we're normally outside of wind limits. So yeah, looking through the day, you can see it sort of bounces around, but normally this almost underestimates what's going on. And you can see even when the showers clear up, the convection that will happen, it will be soarable, but that convection will cause some fairly large gusts, potentially heading towards 40 miles an hour. And I know the BBC are a bit more pessimistic about the gusts. You can see the shower activity at the moment going across sort of the country. It is sort of sliding up, but as was happened yesterday evening, the showers will just keep building and eventually you'll get hit by one. So certainly I know it's a bit wet out there at the moment. Some of these showers, though not that's particularly thundery, will be quite heavy in places. Top temperature today, away from the showers, of about 13 or 14 degrees. And sort of dew points where it's not raining, sort of high single numbers. That's the picture outside at the moment. Just sort of see, we're just going between showers currently. And we have a temperature of 10 degrees and dew point 7. Southerly winds currently. Top meteo would say that the potential flight distance is pretty much nothing, which is not really surprising. You can see that sort of there would be some convection at some point in the afternoon. But yeah, we'll just have a look at what they think is the wind speed as well. You can see they're sort of showing fairly large gusts and southwesterly winds. And Farnborough reporting currently sort of lighter winds, but it hasn't really picked up yet as the convection comes. More showers, bigger gusts, and that's sort of the what it is for the rest of the day. NOTAMs, Solent active today. This must be a new NOTAM now. Yes, Solent active between 7:45 and 8:30. Number 14, I was having a chat to one of our airspace reps. If anybody is looking across country later in the week, be aware that the Keevil danger area, a little bit controversial. Effectively, they're flying this new drone that goes out into the Salisbury Plain and does things. It's operating out of Keevil, which is a gliding club during the weekends, but during the week it is being run by the military properly at the moment and not just left dormant. This danger area is quite important because it goes up to 3,500 feet. So the BGA have done a lot of negotiation on this. And you can get a danger air crossing service from Boscombe Zone. Why they can't provide one for the rest of the Salisbury operational area, I don't know yet. But yeah, that is something to be aware of, because that will be a bit more of a factor. We will call them, we will deal with that. Parachuting at Bryce today as well. Other than that, not particularly too much. So as it stands, it isn't flyable, unfortunately. As much as I like being optimistic, all of these showers around, gusty winds, and a jet movement at now 11 o'clock, yeah, it's not particularly flyable. It's probably best we start off with some sort of theory stuff. If for those of you that were booked to fly today, I'd probably suggest that you look at rebooking for the next couple of days, having a few slots remaining. You'll probably get a little bit more out of it than sort of hanging around today. The main issue being is that, yes, we can do some theory lectures with small groups in the briefing rooms, but obviously that's going to be, the courses have now started, so there's restricted space. You still can't go inside that easily, remember. And yeah, obviously the restaurant and bar is still an outdoor serving only, which is very good when you're getting almost struck by lightning. So yeah, I don't like trying to say it's scrubbed. I will hang on a bit longer, but be aware, if you're taking a drive to the airfield today expecting to fly, you may be disappointed. So yeah, probably best to reschedule for another day. If it brightens up and suddenly it dies down a bit, then obviously we'll take a view on it. But other than that, we'll just keep an eye, and hopefully a bit later in the week, it'll be a bit better. Other than that, bye for now.